Greetings in the name of the Most High. Yah is King Yedaya, aka King Solomon, staying wise in life and in these markets. And I'm gonna do a trade recap on my trades today on Nvda and Meta. So today is the 6th of July 2022. Alright, let's start with the Camarilla levels. Today we have a higher value level. Our tree was 147.05 on the prior day, yesterday. And today S3 is at 147.12. So that's an automatic higher value day. And our tree is now at 152.15. Alright, so with that being said, we're looking for price ran up in the close yesterday, all the way to I guess when it closed at like 8 o'clock, and we open around the same value, so it's totally bullish, right? So we're looking for some longs then, right? So let's see what I did. Now again, if we're looking for longs, we're supposed to be opening kind of above, like I would say above R1 if I'm looking for a long in this kind of setup. Sorry, I got the cold, so you gotta, you know what I mean, pardon my voice. And if I'm looking for longs in this kind of setup, I at least want to open above R1 or be above R1 in the pre-market, right? And we didn't have that, so we had this kind of like it was looking very weak to me, and I was looking at the futures as well, and the futures was looking weak. So I tried a pre-market trade right here. I entered at 148.98. That's right here. And small share size, nothing too crazy. And I waited for it. Well, it pulled back on me. I thought we would start getting the push down from then, but you know, price eventually pulled back into the open. So I thought, well, okay, this is setting up like kind of like the Mama Bear strategy, but this is a very, I would say it's a B minus setup because it's a higher value relationship. So we're not supposed to be looking for any shorts, right? So at the open, I took this this short right here. When we had this rejection, price pushed up to around, let's see, what was that? Let's see. Price pushed up to 151.67, had this big rejection right here. And so I took this short right here, price pushed down, it pulled back up, and then when it broke again, I added to the short at one. So the first entry was at 149.99, and the second one was at 149.64, somewhere around there. And you can see these two entries right here. First entry right here. Let me see if I can make that bigger. Right. First entry was right here. Second entry. So price pushed down, and this was my first mistake. One of my rules is if price pushes down in the open in this kind of open range breakdown, if price pulls back above lower VWAP, I'm supposed to, you know, exit the trade right here, right? So lower VWAP is this green line, right? That's lower VWAP right there. So I'm supposed to exit the trade, but I held the trade. It pulled back on me, so I stopped out right here, right? So I held that too long. It broke above VWAP. I could have at least, you know, cut it out right here around the break of VWAP, but again, holding on to losers too long, so it came back up, stopped out. When I saw that we had this weak rejection right here at R2, I took this short here at the break of pre-market high, which is this dashed red line, and the break of upper VWAP, and then we pushed down I added to the position a couple times here, and I think eventually it pulled back. I added to the position when we broke, about to break pre-market high, and then again at the break of upper VWAP. And I think like I just somewhere this, I can't remember how this, it was really choppy, so I can't remember how exactly this candle played out, but eventually I stopped out here, right? So in all, that was like a small loss. I think it wasn't too crazy. I can't remember exactly how it played out, but I wasn't in the red really. It's either this is a small green, yeah, this is like a small green or something like that. So then price opened here, we pushed down. I think I added to the position here, we pulled back, I added to the position, right? So this closed out here. This is the first trade, right? That was like a small green trade, and then went short here, added here, it pulled back on me again. I should stop out on the break above upper VWAP and pre-market low, which is this dashed green line right here. So again, breaking some rules. Well, added to the position here, we got this push down, pull back up again, and it's just whipsaw action, man. And let's see, hold on, let me get my arrows, because right, so had this push down here, push back up, then push down again, and at this point when we open in this candle and we tried to push back up, I just closed out right there. So that was like this was like a small green trade right here. So I was I think I was like I think I was like 1 hour up with this trade right here, and I was stressed out, man, because all this whipsaw action right here, it just, I don't like this kind of trading, man. This kind of trading just it stresses me out, you know. I just like trend days, and just if it's moving, it's moving. If it's not, it's not, you know. Just go in one direction, you know what I'm saying? But the back and forth is like I'm trying to gauge what's gonna happen, you know. So it's kind of, I don't like that at all. So with that said, let's see, I went over to, let's see, I think did I trade Amazon? No. Yeah, no Amazon. And let's see, did I trade Veru? Yeah, so this was a little scalp, nothing too big. Break even right there. And then I went to Meta. Let's see, right, so right, this was a little scalp right here from let's see, what level was that? A scalp from 168.55 to 168.27, and I went kind of heavy share size, so this got me in profit, kind of nice. It was kind of, you know what I mean, it was a good little profit. I think I was up like 1.5 hour or something like that. And let's see, I tried this short again in the afternoon. I think this was after the this was after the FOMC minutes was released. So I went short here. I think this had this wick rejection right here, and then we pulled back. So I was anticipating for it to break down. I went short right here. Let's see, that was at 169.66, and then I think, yeah, went short here again. No, actually this was the first stop out, so I lost some here, and this was kind of heavy share size because I was confident that it would break down because of the wick rejection. So this kind of ate away at my profit, right? So stopped out right here at 169.77. right? And then I tried the short again. So went short here off of this wick rejection. Excuse me, because I'm thinking it's gonna break down now, right? Because we're getting the wick rejections and stuff like that. So I'm thinking it's gonna break down. Plus, off of this weakness right here, I was thinking, yeah, it's just gonna break down around this level, around R2. So added twice to the position right here at R2. The R2 breakdown, it pushed down a little bit and just popped back up. So we was just catching a bid right here. You know what I mean? The buyers was just coming in right here, but it wasn't pushing up strong, right? It was taking a while to break out from here. It wasn't the buyers wasn't looking too strong to me, right? And I was thinking, okay, you know what? When I added to this position right here, I thought to myself, I say, I already know what's going to happen here, because it happens to me often where I enter the short trade too quickly, and then, you know, where I should be shorting, I'm kind of below that level. So it has to push up a little bit. So I thought, okay, it's one or two things. I'm gonna risk like 1 hour with the profit that I already made, right? I'm gonna risk that plus some more, which will bring me to 1 hour, right? And I was anticipating that we're gonna hit R3 and then reject, right? And so said, so done. Which this is kind of risky trading, because it doesn't have to stop. You know what I mean? Just because it's the R3 pivot level at 171.28 doesn't mean it has to stop there. But I've kind of seen it happen over and over again, and I could see the weakness developing with the wicks, and it's taking long to break out from buyers catching this bid right here, and we're taking really long to break out. I could kind of see the weakness developing, so I waited, held into drawdown. You know, it was kind of crazy. I was like, man, this is bad trading right here, man. This is not how you do this, you know what I mean? And I was actually listening to Tor. Tor was talking about something like this, right? Like, wait till you get to the extremes. And I know this, man. This is part of my rules and strategy, and I just keep breaking the rules, man. And this is gonna burn me in the long run. I really gotta stop doing this, you know. So eventually it caught the rejection, this 3-bar reversal right here, and we just broke down after that. Just keep on breaking down. And let me see, yeah, my average price was 170.25 after these ads and stuff like that. So when we broke down here, I was real kind of nervous to hold this trade, man. So once we broke and got into profit, and it's heavy size at this point, right? Because I'm kind of going off tilt, and I'm adding where they're trying to break out, and I'm seeing the weakness, and I'm adding to the position, and they keep pushing up, and I just realized, like, damn, they're gonna have to get to R3, right? And I actually saw there was a bid, a big bid. I think it was 190 or something like that, and it was right at, let me see, it was 169. Yeah, it was 169.12. If anybody was looking at Meta, you probably saw it on the level 2 as well. There was a big bid at 169.12, right? And I was like, damn, that's my target. I set my range and my range order. That was my target. But after holding through all of this and just finally getting a breath of relief that I'm in profit, I just stopped at the volume pointer control. Like, when we got down to here, I just stopped out, man. I just took the profit and run. And that's what happens when you don't enter, or you don't have a good risk to reward. You're now desperate, right? So if you enter bad, if you have bad entries, you're going to be desperate to come out of the trade. So I couldn't hold to get back down to the breakout level, which is R1, right? And I saw the big bid. The big bid was right there, just sitting there waiting to get hit. and it came down and hit it, but I couldn't hold, So I really gotta get it together, man. I gotta obey my own rules. And I think this is one of the things that I think prop firm traders have over like independent traders. People are there to make sure that you follow the rules, right? Like they're probably they're gonna have you they're gonna have like risk management parameters around, like in your setup, in your trading platform, right? So you can't break the rules. Even if you try to, it's gonna cut you off. And I could put these in my platform, but I just don't want no training wheels, man. I gotta get this together on my own. You know what I'm saying? And that's just my personality. I don't want no training wheels and stuff like that. I'm supposed to create these rules and stand by these rules. It's just like life. You create rules for yourself and you live by them. So trading is just an extension of life, I guess. You know what I'm saying? It kind of shows you where you might be lacking some discipline, and plus this is greed as well too. So greed is involved in this. This is a strong driving force which traders have to combat. So I'm still dealing with that, man. And I gotta go back to reducing my share size. Last week I reduced my share size, and I had an all green week, right? So yesterday I had this big loss because I upped my share size, overconfident and stuff like that. I need to sit in this low share size and small share size for like about a month. I need to do that, so I could perfect the craft and don't have all this stress from having large share size and stuff like that. All right, y'all. It's King Nvda, aka King Solomon, trying to stay wise in life and in these markets. Today was not a wise day again, but we're working on it, man. All right, y'all. Trade safe and stay blessed.